Welcome to Onward 101, a series of short videos to help you improve your playstyle. Today's video is going to be about weapon and sight choice. First is to pick two primary weapons to get really good at, one on Volk and one on Marsoc. I would suggest picking an AR from both, but you can pick whatever feels best to you. You don't need to know about every gun or how much damage they do or all these little tiny meta details. You just need something that's going to put bullets in the motherfucker. The purpose of me telling you to only pick one primary from either side is to train your muscle memory to pull the virtual sights on that specific gun to about the same spot on your eye every single time. It may not seem important, but it helps in those clutch situations where you were caught with your gun down and you need to make an accurate shot fast. To figure out what gun feels best to you, I would say spend a lot of time fighting the AI on the recruit difficulty. Whenever you're testing a new gun, aim down your sights and with both eyes open, line up your shot. Don't be like a bunch of these half-blind players that close one eye looking down their sights. That kills your peripheral vision and you cannot see everything you need to see like that, I promise. To be honest, when you're picking your gun, you don't even need to try out a bunch of different types of guns to find what works best for you. They all shoot bullets and they all kill people. No matter what you pick, you're gonna practice with it and you're gonna get good with it. So just pick whatever makes you feel like a badass and keep running with it. One of the few things that does matter in terms of giving you the edge is learning how to use the various different sights. Get good with as many of those as you can because depending on the map and your playstyle, it could either be a benefit or a hindrance. Here's a list of my personal recommendations for each map. Downfall. You can get away with using a 2x holo here, but I would recommend using a 4x if you're running an AR, a 12x if you're running a sniper, and death if you're running SMGs. Quick tip, if you're using a 12x on your sniper, you can use the trigger on your offhand to click the scope itself and decrease the zoom from 12x to a 6x. Quarantine. This map is where the 2x holo shines because while there are a lot of long distance shots to be taken on Quarantine, there's also a lot of mid to close range shots to be taken too. So you can benefit from the ability to change your 2x zoom down to a holographic zoom by clicking the scope itself with the trigger of your offhand. The 4x scope is also acceptable here. It's actually the one that I use. I would just throw a side mounted holographic sight on there so when you do get into those close range encounters, you still have some semblance of accuracy. Tanker. For this map, I would recommend not touching your sight options at all, turning around and hitting that fat exit button because this map is shit. That being said, a red dot or a holographic is completely fine here. A 2x holo will work, it's just not necessary. Subway. The sight you choose to use on this map truly depends on your own personal playstyle due to the copious amounts of close quarters areas they have above ground, as well as the wide open subway underground. My recommendation is to keep your 2x holo on you just because the only big wide area of subway is the subway. The rest of the map is completely playable with a red dot or holographic. So I'd say if your playstyle includes you being more above ground or underground, adjust accordingly. Suburbia. I'd say holographic or red dot. 2x for those longer shots. Bazaar. Again, red dot or holographic are just fine here. 2x if you're planning on hitting the longer shots.
This map is trash, 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 this map.
Red dot, holographic. Iron sights if you're a maniac. Snowpeak. Since Snowpeak it has a real expansive, wide open map with not a lot of cover in between you and the enemy, I would definitely say keep a 4x, 12x, but if you wanted to go any lower, I wouldn't go below a 2x. Abandoned. Abandoned is one of my favorite maps because of the fact that it has variety. It's very long range and it's very close range in some areas. I would recommend keeping a 4x on you with the mounted side holographic just because sometimes you end up inside of buildings and that 4x is of no help to you, but to get there, you're gonna need the zoom on you. If you're running snipers here, 12x is definitely the way to go. Just make sure your sidearm does some damage because you're gonna need those for close quarters encounters. And finally, Turbine. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I have yet to play Turbine against other players, but through the little experience that I do have with this map, I would say 4x or higher, guaranteed. The 2x and lower, it's just, you're not going to be able to do much beyond spraying bullets toward the general direction of your enemy, and you don't want to give them a chance to get to cover. You need to put them down when you see them. This has been Onward 101. If you're interested in getting more tips and tricks to improve your gameplay, go ahead and hit the Onward 101 playlist here. Thank you for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one.